So,
oh yeah.
Erica did contact you while you were in a catatonic state. Someone took a message because you had called her before, saying, "Call me when you can, so we can talk." Before the party.
Yeah.
So you didn't get spells even.
Okay. But she called you back in a more
That's a lot of mythos.
official manner.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, that was regarding the party, correct?
You can call her back anyway.
Yeah. No, this is you had asked her to call you back when she had time. So you did see her at the party.
Oh, okay. Because I had really meant that more just calling to say, because I didn't realize there was a party at that point.
Well, she took it a different way, so
yeah, she took it apparently. Well, but I guess we could talk to her. She just didn't seem to be that interested at the time. But then we don't know who that man was following her. Maybe if we can get her away, that would be better. The other thing is we have that doctor we need to look up. That, yeah.
Oh yeah, Doctor
Robert Houston.
Yeah.
The psychoanalyst.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
And do you guys want to keep going?
I want to get that book we lost.
We're
heading at Cthulhu mythos.
Everyone else is getting one.
Exactly.
I mean,
Did I learn anything besides the Cthulhu mythos? Was there a reason?
Which one was yours?
Monolith.
People with the monolith.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
so she meant that.
So probably
it's this crazy.
Did you
Right.
get spells? No. The one we left behind was
the god, like life as a god.
Yeah. So that one may or may not have contained.
You guys are skipping all the stuff I have props for. So.
Oh really,
guys?
The napkin or something.
Well, why don't I call? Yeah. I guess I can call her back.
Maybe meet with her.
Let her know. You could let her know and see if she'll let us look at the book willingly.
I'm not going to mention the book at this point. You know,
she's looking.
She's missing 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hey, we saw a weird book in your library.
I suppose if you said you saw it just sitting on the table when you went in there.
Maybe, but I mean, we put
it wasn't a different dust cover.
Why would
right?
I think?
It's a different dust cover,
right.
so you could try to get back in the line. I mean, she might not even.
Does
she might know it's missing, but she might not know that.
Does anyone remember which book it was?
Life
the dust cover
as a
on?
I would.
The little engine that could.
Really? That's what we're going with.
Oh,
great Gatsby.
That's a lot thicker than I remembered.
You guys fit that on there. Stretchy cover.
The lesser works of Paul Bunyan.
The anthology of Aardvark.
So I guess I ring up Erica's place.
Okay. Yeah. Someone answers this.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we know what dust cover was.
This is Harriet Oslo, just returning Erica's call from a few days ago. I've been feeling under the weather and poor health.
Yes. Erica was hoping you'd call. She was wondering if you would like to meet at her estate. She would love to speak to you.
This is working out too perfectly. Run!
It could be difficult.
I want to see her
make it
cast
out
Miss
that
of
way.
Time or Miss.
Could she by any chance meet me in town
Wheel
for
of
lunch?
Miss. What?
No, go to the place.
We want the book.
Let's just go.
You want it? Okay, sure. We'll just go. We'll go. All right. Yes, I would love to.
I'm in the room like, no! Smack! Crazy woman!
Can't get a lady like that.
Okay. Yeah. So
This is the 20-second hit
she's
women.
free for
That's
lunch.
true.
She has a sitting room set up. There's sandwiches and tea and whatnot for lunch. She says, "Oh, Harriet, I'm sorry. Sorry I was so short with you at the party. It's been very stressful and it was a busy day and, well, you know how it gets at
Yes,
parties."
they're always an interesting time meeting with everyone else. And as I said, I apologize for being so blunt about your brother. It's just that, like I said, a friend who had been looking into it had contacted me recently, and so it was on my mind.
Yes.
Meant no.
She sort of in an offhanded remark says, "Oh, what was this friend? What did he find out?"
He was just looking for information about a cult that operated in the same area that your brother was in, and just trying to verify its legitimacy, and was trying to see if there was any connections or if your brother had come across any information about the blood tongue.
Yeah, the cult of the
Of the cult of the blood tongue.
Yes, well, as I'm sure you know, they caught the savages that killed him and his people, and justice was served.
Oh, of course, but like I said, he was more of just gathering information than necessarily looking for.
Oh yes, well, I'm sorry, I don't have any more information. I did have a question for you, though. I don't know how to put this, but I was robbed the night of the party.
Really?
Yes.
Value.
Yes.
What is this world coming to?
Well, I was just wondering if you had noticed anything strange. I don't...
I had noticed a few peculiar people around the party that I didn't recognize from the usual gatherings.
Yes, I noticed you had been in the library.
Yes, there was a strange couple there that just... I felt it best to just leave, as they seemed to be wanting to interact in ways that would be best left alone. So I left quickly.
What are they doing?
They're playing Scrabble. I mean, I didn't want to see that.
Playing with tiles in the 20s?
Do you think that if I contacted Lieutenant Poole, you could describe them to him?
I'm sure I could give a general description, you know.
Okay, so she says actually he's here. He's been investigating, trying to figure out the break-in. There's been 4 books that were stolen from the library, and we're afraid that it was probably those 2 that were not on the guest list.
Oh, right, one's a different
most likely stolen.
Extraordinary. How were you thinking you would get in?
I don't know. I can tell you that I fired my head butler. We're finding something that's someone that is a little more qualified.
I certainly hope so. That's just for description, like I said, man and woman, very dark hair of woman, long, bowed down to the middle of back, pale skin, don't know about eyes.
Beady little eyes.
Yeah.
What do I imagine a gypsy looks like?
Possibly
Things.
Roughly
Slovakian.
slightly
Pale
heavy
skin.
set.
Homo Slavics, listen to this.
Balding,
Huge
light
tracts
brown
of
hair.
land.
I really can't say like that. I did not talk to them. I just felt a little uncomfortable in the situation.
She says thank you. And the only reason I ask is you were asking about my brother, and they were his books that were stolen. So
I'm
thank you very much for
yes,
coming in.
if there's anything I can do, please let me know.
I will. And I'm afraid I have to be going now. So
Of course.
my new butler will see you out.
I know that your family had a copy of such book.
Yeah.
So the butler sort of comes and says, I'll show you out, miss.
Yeah.
And
Really?
I sure hope my descriptions weren't close to what you guys were. I actually have no idea what you decided. So don't go for long black hair.
Okay.
But
It's like,
you're not going to make a try for the book?
can we do a luck roll for the book? I don't know.
No, my character wouldn't for that.
Dang it.
I mean, he's not that courageous.
Dang.
okay.
We know what dust cover it was, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
You know ones
you'd
like
be
that.
able by sight probably, maybe not exact title, but
Another thievery!
Another midnight break-in.
Another midnight break-in.
When security is heightened.
Yes!
If it's
Okay.
a residential house, though, they might not necessarily have security on
But
staff all
it's
the
their
time.
place. Their
They
place.
would after they got robbed.
But it's just
so
I
Harriet
don't care.
returns.
It's not like you prep
security
for it. If you
with-
prep for it, I mean, masks and everything, you know.
But we know that they haven't
We
found
lost
the
our
fourth
masks,
book.
remember?
Well,
We do know they
Yeah,
have
according to,
ski
according to
masks.
Erica, the 4th book is gone as well. She thinks that all of them have been stolen.
So
To the hardware
I mean,
store.
There's only like a slim chance that the book is even there.
I don't care how slim it
Someone
is.
else
I
may
want
have
that
taken
book.
it.
Well, someone might
I
have
want it
taken it,
too.
or they could have
I
just
want
left
some
it
Cthulhu
sitting there and
mythos.
put it back in the shelf.
That's true as well.
But we know what the dust jacket is. So they could hopefully put it alphabetically.
Whoever intends on reading this book should be the one to go in and get it.
I don't have them.
I'll go get it. This is like the most fun I have is thieving stuff. That's what a PI does. Private investigator.
Okay, burn down the
So we
house
need
next
to-
door, and while everyone's distracted,
Okay, so we need to get you.
This man gets me.
This guy.
This guy.
Let's say, should we run by the store and pick up
Ski
crowbar,
Ski
mask, black clothes? I mean, if you're gonna do it, might as well. You know.
It's,
Yeah,
do all those
here's
things.
another
Yeah.
$40. That should more than cover what you guys need.
Well, she's
Alright,
hiring
so
new
who's-
staff.
$40.
Maybe we could like try and
Who's
get
trying to
hired.
do
But
this?
none of us have good fast talking. We'd
It's
never be
true.
able to fake it.
or disguise.
I'm this guy.
I have good
You
disguise.
do have good disguise. You could just like disguise yourself as
No,
like
my disguise is awful. I just
Oh, you just got it once.
Lucky.
You got it once.
Well, I got 38. What do you got?
I got 30.
So who's going? You guys
I'm
are
going
attempting to
Break in and steal the other book.
break in and steal the other book.
I want
okay.
that other book. It
Does
bugs me
anyone
that I've
else-
never
Yeah,
That's
I'm
really-
kind of mad about that too. What's up?
So okay, is there anything else that's going on between Nightfall and?
We need to investigate.
Psychoanalysis.
Yeah,
The
if you want to
psychoanalyst.
maybe have that. I'm gonna investigate.
Alright.
I'll go with Wilhelm.
Where are you
going to
investigating?
check out the psychoanalyst?
Psychoanalyst.
Psychoanalyst. So we need to find out where his office
The
was.
psychoanalysts love to talk about their previous patients.
He died.
Oh,
The psychoanalyst is dead.
oh,
Are any of you doctors by any chance?
No, our doctor's not here.
Yeah,
I have a doctorate.
but I'm in meteorology. Not really. I'm right up there with psychoanalyst.
Keep that
Okay.
psychology.
So you guys are heading to his. Let's see. Yeah, so you guys head to his previous office then?
Yeah.
Okay, they inform you that all his records were handed over to the Department of Public Health.
Okay.
Public health.
Yes.
A psychoanalyst
Yeah.
in the 20s.
They were trying to figure. Well, it was a legal battle. They were trying to either get that or his office was trying to have all the records destroyed, but they kept it on file.
Well, good for us. So we head down to the Department of
Public Health.
Public Health then.
Okay. They ask what. Yes. What can I do for you?
We were hoping we would be able to have access to the files of a Dr. Robert Houston.
Oh, you. Are you a doctor or is the? Can I see some credentials that we can't just hand out health records of?
I see.
You understand?
I,
Are you doctors or are you looking for a specific patient?
obviously, you do things differently here in the United States.
We have freedom of information, Holland.
Where I come from, we are much more open.
We do have a forger. Maybe we could forge.
Yeah.
some
That's true.
So-
You could forge some
Now that I know what the criteria is, I will come back with the purple.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir.
To the forger.
I just don't trust this guy.
Do you wanna see if you can forge some doctor stuff?
I'm not actually, did I even go with you guys?
Where are you?
No, but
do it right
I mean,
there.
no,
We
my
could-
dad,
Hold
but that evening.
Later that
Yeah.
evening.
That evening, I mean, because all she really just forged a permission for handing over documents.
Yeah.
Well, it would need
And I
some
mean-
sort of doctoral credentials of some sort, right?
Well, no, I mean, because all we need is from.
We just need,
basically
like, some sort
from
of
the kin. I mean, this is the 20s. They're not
Yeah.
gonna. You know, you have some nice what looks to be signed thing, giving him.
Permission.
You know.
Or it could be I am picking it
Well,
up.
we have
from-
the invitation
doctor
from
that's taking
Erica.
over his
Maybe we could
patients.
like forge her
Yeah.
forge her handwriting for a request of files
That's
since
true.
she's the next of kin,
That's
Okay.
true.
and
Sounds like a good plan.
and forge some sort of doctor credentials for one of us so that we can see we're requesting files on behalf of.
So Dr. Wilhelm, since he already said he's a
Yeah.
doctor.
Okay.
Same thing.
Roll the die.
Roll. Ooh, that looks like a pass to me.
Yep.
It's a definite pass.
Okay, so you. What exactly did you make? These
Um,
papers.
Permission slip from, like a request for information from
The sister.
the
From
sister.
Erica.
So she's next to kin.
With-
So we have
So
the
she's next to
signature.
kin.
Yeah, with the
And
doctor's
then
ID or whatever. Like the
doctor's
doctor's.
ID is a little bit harder to.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit
Well,
longer.
the doc-
Doctors don't just have like
But-
I'm
but-
a doctor.
But
badges.
luckily, yeah, I mean, luckily,
This is-
Yeah.
what
in the
what
20s,
would-
it was
yeah.
But
an
it'd be-
issue
it'd be
of
like
if
the
you could
doctor's,
buy
like-
a nice enough doctor's coat
Yeah.
because they were obscenely expensive at the time.
But it was like what about like doctor's stationery with like the request
Like letterhead and
yeah,
stuff
like
that.
with the request.
that
And,
could
and
work.
especially if you
Yeah.
make it from like Belishnish Polytechnic or something, you know, I mean, just make it sound official from Europe so that they're not going to be able to check it. I mean, this is the 20s. How are they gonna do
Kalishnikov.
that?
And then just put what's her Erica's handwriting on there requesting.
Well, and then, like I said, I mean, I got the invitation, so you can copy it from that.
Okay, so you
I'm
head
gonna have
back
to be
then,
Manhattan
or?
for a couple months. She's gonna start wondering why all the stuff I asked her. Well, actually, in this case, if we just ask for copies or to be able to look, we can always get it back to them so they don't have to necessarily know it's missing.
She's not gonna ask about it, or she already would have.
Okay, so you head back then, or is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she, the woman looks at the paper. It looks good to her. She goes into a side room, asking who exactly were you looking for? Which patient?
We're looking for the files on Robert Carlyle.
She looks and she's, there's a Roger Carlyle.
Oh, yes, that's.
Robert Roger something.
These are American
His
names.
accent's very thick.
It's very difficult. Your English
She says, yes, here's the records.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. It's very difficult for me to read. Am I able to text these?
Yes, we have copies of everything.
Nice.
Oh, and then, yeah, so why don't you roll an idea?
Roll an idea.
Yeah, throw an idea roll.
I have an idea.
Roll an idea.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you can read through those, you can read them out loud, whatever, but you do notice that as the dates, like as things progress with his treatment, it looks like the doctor is less and less inclined to put information about Mr. Carlyle on paper. So it starts out fairly detailed, and then as time goes by, for whatever reason, he's including less and less information.
Never gotta find this thing.
This guy went on the
I thought
expedition.
he's dead.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
dead.
Yeah, he was on the expedition as well. He went along, supposedly to continue Roger Carlyle's treatment.
So he was having dreams where someone was calling his name, his middle name,
What was his middle name?
Vane.
Really?
Roger Vane Worthington Carlyle.
Subtle. Very subtle.
He always thinks of himself as Vane.
You were so vain.
His user voice has to struggle through a web-like mist in which the caller is understood to stand.
Like a
Web
wheel
like
of
mist.
Perhaps. The caller is a man, tall, gaunt, dark, and inverted ankh blazed in his forehead. Following the Egyptian theme,
All kinds of funny weird. That's a fun
he
word.
has no conscious interest in things Egyptian, he says. The man extends his hand to Carlyle, his palm held upwards. Pictured on his left palm, Carlyle discovers his own face. On the right palm, Carlyle sees an unusual asymmetrical pyramid. The caller then brings his hands together, and Carlyle feels himself float off the ground into space. He halts before an assemblage of monstrous figures of humans with animal limbs, with fangs and talons, and or of no particular shape at all. All of them circle a pulsating ball of yellow energy, which Carlo recognizes as another aspect of the calling man. The ball draws him in. He becomes part of it and sees through eyes not his own. A great triangle appears in the void, asymmetrical in the same fashion as the vision of the pyramid. Then he hears the caller say, "And become with me a god." As millions of odd shapes and forms rush into the triangle, Carlo awakes. Carlo does not consider this dream a nightmare, although it upsets his sleep. He says that he revels in it and that it is a genuine calling, although my strong impression is that he actually is undecided about it. An inability to choose seems to characterize much of his life. Then on September 18th, 1918, he calls her Mewera, Anastasia, and or my priestess. He is obsessed about her as well as he might be. Exterior devotion is certainly one way to ease the tension of megalomaniacal contradictions. She is certainly a rival to my authority. And then on December 3rd, 1918, if I do not go, Carlyle threatens exposure. If I do go, all pretense of analysis surely will be lost. What then will be my role?
Oh, Jefferson, what was your sanity to start with before you read the books?
50.
50. Okay, all right.
Actually, some of that was lost from
The,
Jackson
okay.
Elliott's
the disembodied.
disembowelment.
That was like 2 hits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've lost a full 10 sanity points
All right.
Nicely
in
done.
this session.
Okay. So we'll say it's nightfall, and you're going after the book.
I get all thief dressed up.
Okay.
I got a torch.
Solo for this one?
Who's going? Just you or?
I'm going. Whoever else wants to join me, don't. No.
I feel like someone
Okay.
should go with.
The Legend that Could Death cover.
Anytime I go somewhere with Dick, it always ends poorly.
That was the book I had, so I think I'm the one who recognized the desk cover. Do you think I should go?
If you want to come,
Well, I don't have great sneak, is the thing.
That's because you're a large
And-
homely lady.
Hey.
and you're also the one that got
Words
kicked
hurt.
out before.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll
that's
let you
true.
read it if I get away with it. How about
Okay. I accept this.
So who's going?
that? Just me.
Just you. Okay. All right. So I take it you are sneaking up to the. Go ahead and roll sneak.
I'm so gonna fail. This is where Dick Schmeed finally gets his comeuppance. Oh no, I sneak.
Okay. Yeah. So you notice that there are guards. There's at least one guard that's patrolling outside. You don't know if there's any inside, but you make it past him. You wait till he goes by, and you're at the fire escape that leads up to the library. I'm assuming that's where you want to go.
Instead of going up the I'm gonna climb the back. You know what I'm saying?
You
Instead of like
climb,
walking up the stairs, because fire escapes are usually like lattice work.
Uh huh.
So if I climb up, it'll look fairly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to stay in the shadows.
Okay.
So whatever the most shadowy way to get the fire escape.
Do you have a climb?
I do.
What's your climb skill?
40?
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and.
I climb. I got 14.
Wow. Okay. All right. So you're.
Is this working?
you're
This
the
is
best
going
roller.
so well. I can't believe how well this is going.
Unexpected. Okay.
I kind of peer.
You make it
in.
up to the window. It's closed.
I got my crowbar, but I should probably try to lockpick it first. Can I see in the window? Is there light coming out of the window? I mean, I'm close to the window.
You can see it's dark, but you can see that there's a flashlight sort of sweeping in the hallway outside of the library.
So I kind of wait.
Why are they guarding the library if they think everything's gone?
That's right. Yeah, but whatever.
I mean,
But I think it's just patrolling.
Yeah, you're just going down the hall.
The shadows
Okay,
as
okay.
the thing swings
Okay.
around.
So you're gonna try to lockpick it?
I'm kind of waiting for the flashlight not to be shining into the.
Okay. All right. It passes.
Okay.
oh my god! This is working so well.
All right. The window opens very quietly.
Okay. So I know what does cover, and he told me where it was. So I go to that.
Do you have a flashlight?
I do, but I haven't.
Turned it on yet.
Okay. I don't want to turn it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. It's dark though.
is it super
But-
dark?
It's pretty dark.
Too dark
I mean,
to see.
there's.
So I do the whole like, you know,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
the muffled flashlight. Once I'm kind of in and on the ground, kind of like huddled in the corner, sort of thing.
Okay.
So I kind of like.
Yeah. It is not on the table where it was originally, anyway. So roll a spot hit and see if you can find it quickly.
Sooner or later, this is gonna fall apart. Come on, under 32.
Oh man.
Oh my god! You're gonna get so many points for this.
Yeah, you find it.
Why do we let anyone else roll anything?
Okay, yeah, you
How
find
well
it.
this is going. Where is it gonna go wrong?
I don't know.
Crying out loud, 91. Yeah, he's not back.
The guard's still
The
coming.
guard's still walking by. Okay, so
Obviously, I go back out the window.
duck out the window.
Turn off
Okay.
the flashlight.
So yeah, roll sneak to go down. Oh, and you can check sneak and spot it. And
Oh, I've checked them all. Okay. Under 40. Here we go. Big money, no whammy. Oh.
78.
It was gonna happen eventually.
Okay, so then the fire escape starts to make some noise, and you hear the guard. So the outside guard kind of call the inside guard and say, "Hey, what was that?" And they sort of start heading in your direction. You see flashlights coming from inside and outside. They're starting to.
Well, I run as fast as I can. Or whatever.
Okay,
However.
so you're running down the fire escape
Yeah.
then?
You're not climbing that?
Well, no. I have a book now. A big book. Remember,
That's
the
true.
reason we left it was the big one.
Okay, so yeah, you reach the ground just about the same time as the cop or the security guard does, and he's got a gun. And he says, "All right, stop right there."
It's dark, and I'm running.
So you're
I'm gonna keep running.
okay. So he's gonna fire at you. Let's see. He misses.
I don't know how you know if running and shooting works. It does not work well.
You get away, and they didn't see you. And you found the book immediately.
That was amazing.
That worked very well.
Okay, so you have Life as a God.
Here you go. I
Yes.
promised you could read it.
Woke me up. I'm going to read Life as a God.
I whack you over the head with it.
I promised you could read it. Oh,
If you can
I'll buy you
sell-
some gin.
some unfortunate rolls.
That was really amazing.
That was like.
That was like my
It
favorite.
worked so well.
That was my favorite part of the
That
night.
was much faster than I was anticipating. Let's see, where is that book?
I want to say
Okay, are you reading it?
I'm reading it.
Take you can read it tonight, let's say.
I'll read it all night.
Okay.
Anastasia.
4 percentiles to Cthulhu Mythos.
Only 4. Okay.
Roll a d6.
1.
You take 1 sanity.
Sweet.
About the books. Important to her.
Like I said, when I first
There's
talked
no
to her,
spells
she
in
really
it. The only
seemed
it's the only
not
copy of a
cares,
handwritten
it's
diary
over.
by
And then she finds
Montgomery
the book.
Crompton. He's an English
And I mean, I'm not
artist who
saying
came to Egypt in
in
1805.
some ways it doesn't make sense.
He became a minor priest of the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. Do you have an anthropology?
I do have an
or
anthropology.
Like natural history.
I've got 51 in
Or biology?
anthropology. I've got anthropology. Let me
Okay,
see.
Go ahead and roll that.
Should I roll them all?
Well, I don't know if anthropology would be the right one, but
Well,
what's
anthropology. I've got
history?
natural history. I don't think is very big. I've got 10 in natural history, which is just what it starts with.
What's anthropology?
It's like study of
Study of
peoples.
cultures and peoples.
It would be anthropology.
Go ahead and roll anthropology.
I'll roll anthro.
I don't know about this, but
81. I don't get it anyway.
okay.
My
know,
anthropology
the cover
rolls
is
been
the
suck.
cover's weird. It's sort of a weird leather.
Study of people.
You say these Latin words.
Take this to a tanner.
Crompton was insane by the time he wrote this diary, which narrates all manner of unspeakable acts committed for the Pharaoh of Darkness. In particular, the diary mentions the Black Pharaoh's throne room.
Okay.
This is a segment from.
Was this the one you had earlier?
That's
Like
the
you didn't
one.
get this?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, yes,
we got.
I've been working all day on this prop.
Its angles were magnificent and most strange. By their hideous beauty, I was enraptured and enthralled, and I thought myself of the daylight fools who had judged the housing of this room as mistaken. I laughed for the glory they missed. When the 6 lights lit and the great words said, then he came in all the grace and splendor of the highest of plains. And I longed to sever my veins so that my life might flow into his being and make part of me a god. Awesome.
Okay, yeah, the diary goes on with graphic descriptions of murders, sacrifices, and so on, all of which mention a short, single-spiked club, which the cult uses for ritual murders.
Awesome.
Yep. So that's what you got.
Cool.
We would probably see if they have a club like that down at JuJu.
Yeah.
We're looking for
We're looking for a club that has a spike in it. I mean,
Used for ritual suicide.
Yes, we have one right here.
It's one of our hottest
Would
items.
you like to come downstairs?
Upstairs, yeah, we have it downstairs.
We like to demonstrate it.
We'd have to send someone who wasn't, in there before.
wait, haven't we all been in there though?
Not them.
No, they
No, we
weren't in
weren't
there.
I see.
People don't like my style. Don't hang out with me. Like, even though I get everything done.
That's true. You do.
Some people just go talk to people, then don't try to do anything. God.
You got the book we left,
She wouldn't do it.
and I'm grateful for it.
Okay, so you have successfully stolen all of the books from
Yes.
Carlisle's library.
Against all odds.
Against all
Maybe
odds,
we
yeah,
should
that was-
return them. I mean, she seemed to want them back.
Yeah, we've read these.
We make
It's a
fun-
library. We can return them.
We should turn him into the library.
Hey, Miriam.
We'd like to make a donation.
Little engine, I could. Got this one. I don't remember it being this big.
Alright, I need to go to
It's
the
the extended
library.
edition.
You going to the library?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to look up
Here, I'll
Merweru.
go with you just in case you don't make it. I'll roll.
Any African cult section.
That's a section.
It's in the New Decimal
Yeah,
System.
doesn't your library have
There's you're not going to find anything on Mweru,
Okay.
other than she was a member of the Carlisle expedition.
She was.
She was.
Oh, okay.
Who was?
Moru.
I don't know who that
No
is.
sister then. Alright.
She was Carlisle's gal,
I see.
more or less.
Okay.
Yeah. Now she's the one that has had the mother left, right? Or am I thinking the wrong? Because I remember in the notes they were
She's-
talking. There was another socialite that went with them.
That was Hypatia Masters.
That yeah, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Moru is of African descent,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, sort of came into the social scene out of nowhere, and she became close with Carlisle, and then they, kind of on her beckoning, almost went on this expedition. He wasn't interested in Egypt really at all, and then she more or less convinced him. He started having weird dreams, as noted by the files.
I wonder if she talked to Hypatia's mother. I just don't know what she would give us.
So I don't need to do that. Dr. Nearby.
Oh, and this is Erica Carlisle.
Do you need anything burgled?
And this is Lieutenant Poole.
Burgle.
Cool.
Did we meet the lieutenant?
Do we meet Lieutenant Poole?
She's a bit of a
Yeah, well, he was the one that took
Escorted.
the description.
I
Oh.
see. Oh yeah. And there's Jackson.
Yeah, and
Dead
just
man.
remember, if your hair is black and long, cut it.
Okay. It's like chin length, so
okay,
we're all right.
then we're okay.
She shaves her head.
That's not suspicious
Oddly
at
an
all.
improvement.
appearance goes up. Alright, so we've tracked that down.
I'll do that while I'm shaving my beard.
I don't know if you're quite that ugly. You're just not attractive. You're not really like.
I'm
Ozzy
homely.
Yes, right this way, sir.
Logan. Yeah, you're not quite that level.
I have an idea. I should roll idea more. That's what I got.
90%. Okay, it is Wednesday the 21st. The day after you have finished robbing Erica Carlisle.
I can't believe that happened.
I can.
I'm so glad
Just
that
that
worked out
good.
so
I can't
well.
believe it.
All right.
Dick Schmee strikes again.
Did you leave a calling card?
A single empty bottle of gin.
Sweet.
Just a Molotov cocktail unlit with a lighter next to it.
I knew this, M.O.
It's called the backup plan.
He always lights a Molotov cocktail and throws it. It's his calling card. It's pretty obvious.
His calling card is to burn down.
Also an arsonist.
That's what they call him in the street.
The arsonist.
So what's the plan now? Like we've got our 4 books, and we almost got Shmi killed in the process.
I did
And
not get killed.
I said almost. You got shot at.
Not shot.
That was... You got hurt by a spear, but not a gun.
Like I said, everyone says, "Oh, that's Shmi. I don't want to hang out with him." But who's done everything?
That's true.
Honestly, I was expecting one of you to get killed in the beginning when you burst into the
I was
hotel
expecting that
room,
too.
but you didn't burst in. You took your time and they escaped. They had machetes and everything.
Was that one of the props you didn't get to use?
No, yeah. I'd jump across the table with a machete.
You're dead. Now that's dedication to your craft.
Yeah.
Best GM.
You can make a new character.
die in a game, you die in real life.
You made the
It's
mention
like that,
of combat, and then I was thinking later this evening, we haven't had any combat. You said something about that earlier.
This just became a
should
LARP.
We should show Adam the 700 Club video.
Oh, yeah.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
Anyway,
All right.
So that's where we're at.
Okay. So what's our plan now?
Yeah, I don't even understand what we've actually accomplished.
That's what this
Got
awesome
some
webman is working
We've got some Cthulhu.
It's a great spider diagram we got going
on.
on.
Oh, thank you. So, Robert Carlyle expedition. We talked to Erica Carlisle, got our books out of that.
Which gave us...
Which gave us...
Some
Lots of
You got a
spells.
cool spell.
Got some cool spells and some craziness.
Wait,
And
magic's
some-
not real.
And some hints at what we might be dealing with. We know that Roger had this girlfriend who probably who was the driving force in making him go, and possibly giving him the divisions or whatever.
Where is she stationed at?
We don't know where she is. She was in the part of the expedition, so she would have
The
died.
official report is that the entire expedition was killed.
Yeah. We checked out Dr. Houston, who gave us that little piece of information. He had also died. The ones at the JuJu Club, we know that they're somehow connected to the Cow tribe.
Colt the
tribe.
Bloody Tongue.
Who is, we believe, part of the cult of the Bloody Tongue, who serve the god of the Black Winds. We've gone to Emerson Import, so I think we've done all the local stuff. The next place to go would be, we could go to London to talk to the Penhew Foundation, see if we get anything from them. Otherwise, it's to Nairobi, where we can talk to.
Where was what's her face from?
Where? She was from Africa.
Yeah, so I think.
Jonah Kensington has offered to pay you as well for finishing Elias's work. Figuring out what exactly happened with the Carlisle expedition.
And I'm just
We can't just call the Penhew Foundation? Because it seems like if this is the only lead
Inland.
going
But,
to London to talk to this guy is an expensive
1925,
trip.
A call to London was not really an
You
easy.
did.
We're going to
Yeah.
Nairobi anyway, right?
So
why would we take?
our kind of
Can we
goal,
just go to England and then down.
yeah, our
to
kind of goal was to talk to the Penny Foundation and see if maybe, since I'm an archaeologist, if they could add me to one of their digs or let me sit in on one of their digs.
Or to see what information and research they had left over from this one. I mean,
It just seems like it makes sense to send a telegram. Because, I mean,
I'm,
we don't even know if this Edward Gavden guy will even talk to us.
oh, we can get in because we'll have letters of introduction.
I agree that we should send a
From
telegram
Museum of
before we
National History.
fly to London. That seems to make
Well, we
be the
can't
Well, we
fly.
won't be flying.
1925.
I mean, before we take a boat to London.
That's
We
what I
got-
mean. A
that's what I
call's
meant.
expensive, but the boat ticket's really expensive.
We got
either
lots
way,
of
though,
money.
we're heading east.
And go like 2
So-
months.
Yeah,
We're
you are
heading
heading
east.
that way, but
We're heading
But
that
we
way
wouldn't
anyway.
necessarily head to London. We would go to Europe. We would go to like France. We wouldn't go all the way up to England and then go down to Africa.
True.
From New York, we more than likely hit England first.
Yeah.
Or Glasgow.
Yeah. I mean,
Take the
I
boat
don't,
to
it seems
London.
practical to
Take
me
the
to
train.
send a
but I mean,
telegram and say, hey,
but I
we're
mean, and
coming.
again,
we
we
want
have to figure that out tonight. I mean, I don't think we're, we can start figuring out, because first of all, what other information do we want from, is there anything else from New York? Anything else we want to talk to?
I think all the leads in New York are dried up, unless we want to do something more with the JuJu Club.
Oh, I want to do something.
Okay, we should get supplies, burn that place down before we leave, and then we can go to London.
We should stop whatever it is they're doing because it involves disemboweling people in their hotel room.
That's true.
probably tell someone about that.
It's like in hindsight, that was probably relevant.
Alright, so we should ask.
We could
I don't
probably
know,
also
maybe
tell the
they're-
cops about them. I don't
And
know.
we're technically not allowed to leave.
Dick,
New
why
York.
don't you give me an idea roll?
Ooh,
If he fails, that would be.
I did fail.
I can roll idea.
Shut up. You shut up.
Well,
99%.
99?
Yeah.
Got a
Oh.
32.
There are a
You
few
failed
things.
too?
No, I got a 32
Okay.
on my idea. If I had an idea.
Yeah,
No.
5.
I do know that's going to be raining for the next few days.
Let's give you
Get your umbrellas.
So, okay, yeah. Are you guys going to do anything else in
I
New
don't think
York?
there's anything
or-
else to do in New York. I think we pretty much. I mean, unless we want
Who
to.
was in
the
the...
beats.
Why don't you give me an idea roll? Because you were there too.
In the
You
Yeah.
know, did we ever go over those?
Yeah, I took him
Sketches,
to
yeah.
we.
sketching?
I took him to the museum and they
Okay.
told us that they were
Right,
related
that's right.
to
You
the.
did that. Okay.
Yeah.
Evil signs of the Cocoa Tribe, who were also the scapegoats for
Right.
the murder.
I wonder if.
What'd you get?
Oh, thank you. Did you roll your idea?
yeah.
He failed.
No.
Oh. If we want to get Erica off our tail about this whole thing,
I don't
We
think
need to
she's
leave.
on our tail.
well, I mean, I'm just saying, if we really want to think, we need to leave the book somewhere around the JuJu Club,
Heck no.
and then
And
have
then
them
leave an
found by the
anonymous tip.
cops to get back. To
Oh,
her
then we could get rid of the JuJu Club
for us.
and get them off her tail.
Yeah.
But what if we just leave the books there and the JuJu Club steals them and then we never...
Reads them and becomes more powerful. Look
That's
at
the
these
character.
spells we learned. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how we
Feels,
frame them, but we could frame them with those.
Call an anonymous
'Cause-
tip.
We
Yeah.
could call it. I mean, well, the
You
problem
probably-
is we were
there could
fleeing
have
and they
been
were,
something in the basement of the JuJu house that you didn't get to.
Yeah.
That's
And-
true.
Well, yeah.
and we could. I mean, the people called the police when we were fleeing.
They did, yeah, and you're not sure what the outcome was. You can check newspapers.
Yeah, we can read
Let's
the
go.
newspaper.
To the live!
To the library.
I'm not going to
I
the
mean, yeah,
library.
what you pick up the newspapers, there was a noise complaint and
Nothing happened.
nothing really. I mean, the police
The
didn't. do much.
naked
It was-
people didn't get
it
arrested.
was- they the
Harlem,
police came to
man.
kind of check it out. Yeah, it's Harlem.
They don't care.
Not much was done. By the time they got there, there was just the shopkeeper who said he didn't know what they were talking about. The newspaper does say that they do get a lot of noise complaints from that area.
Okay.
Okay, so our options are to go in heavily armed
That's what I was thinking.
during the day.
During the day.
During the day, close the shop, force the old man down into the shaft. Hopefully, there's less of them at that time.
That's not a bad
Well,
idea.
We learned that if we appear to be posing a threat to the shopkeeper, whoever's out, like the nearby,
I'll use my feminine wiles to distract the artist.
will come inside and try to make nice. So if we just have a nice little trap set for when they come inside.
It's hard to conceal that.
It is hard. I'm just taking my violin case.
Yeah.
Just get,
Well, actually, I should
Taking my
get a sword.
handbag.
I just don't
let's
see
just
a
go
woman
get a bunch of
carrying a sword
handguns
case.
wherever we can. Make sure everybody has a handgun.
I've got a handgun. I've had a handgun.
I too have a handgun.
Who
What does
doesn't
that
have?
need for
I didn't
concealment
start
purposes?
Who doesn't have a handgun?
I don't.
We're all
I
armed,
need one.
except for you.
I don't, but I've got a sword.
Right.
Can I spend this time getting a handgun?
He killed me with a
Yeah.
sword,
Yeah.
Mal.
It's the
Well-
20s, of course you can.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
the question is, do we just want to go
I just
in?
got that
Do we want
reference.
to fully just
Yeah, let's
arm
just get-
ourselves?
everybody get handguns.
Arm ourselves to
Just
the
lock
heathen
the
storm.
door and make sure and put a thing on it.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Lock the door.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, then
Someone's
just-
got to die this
Still
game.
looking for
need
some
some
Do you
combat.
have any skill in
All right.
Handgun.
handgun? Okay.
I've got
Well-
30. No, wait.
Get
Yeah.
yourself a gold.
Yeah, I've got 30 in
Well,
handgun. I
So-
can do this.
Are you guys going in the day? Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
dude.
do it in the
Get-
day.
Yeah.
We need to get like ammo and guns and stuff first.
We all have ammo.
We all have ammo and
I
guns
don't
except
have
you.
any guns.
I will
need
take
something.
him out. We'll go get him something.
Go to the
Yeah.
hardware store.
Go get yourself something nice.
I'll make sure he's funded with
Something
something.
pearl handled.
Yeah. Or sandalwood grips.
I'm bringing my rifle.
Are we gonna carry
The
that?
one that you
That would
got.
be suspicious.
The one that you got from the dude in Mexico.
You know it.
Awesome.
This kind of a rare gun, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a sweet gun.
No, it was-
If you die, I'm totally taking it off your corpse.
This is the Mauser, yeah. Pretty much a 30 out sale.
Where to this side? Right.
I'm also stealing your gin if you die.
My gin empire.
Exactly.
If he decides to die, he will be done with his gin.
You're
long
like a
time.
1920s
He will
Walter
have finished
White.
his gin long time ago, and that will be why he died.
Exactly. When the gin runs out. That's his time.
Remember the last time? Remember that time I shot you with a shotgun?
Okay, so you guys are going to the
Yeah.
JuJu
that
house.
was like the first time.
Going back to the
Wait,
JuJu house.
so did we
Uh,
get weapons? Or are we
Um,
doing that while
Game
they're
of
We'll
38.
let him just kind of. I mean, do you want me to roll a credit rating? I mean, I guess it all.
What do you What do you want?
Just give me 38.
Just give me a
Yeah,
handgun.
handgun of
Just a
some sort?
38.
Okay.
Do you want a revolver?
special.
Automatic.
Saturday night special.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
Okay.
probably automatic would be better, has more shots.
Yeah,
So you
but
can lower
but
damage.
it can jam,
Special.
where the other one looks like the jam.
I think I'll go with the
Cool.
revolver then.
Revolver, okay.
You
They have 1911.
get 3 attacks.
They just
what
have
if-
45 automatics, which is basically 1911. They just don't say that. I know.
You can get that one.
Derringer.
It's 45.
Oh, you got the Derringer, right?
I've got a Derringer. I'll be great. I'll be fine.
You'll
Hopefully
be the
they're not
one-
wearing
It's like a
thick
pea
clothing.
shooter.
Mine's a little 22.
You'll be the one holding the gun to his back.
Exactly. It'd be like, now don't turn around and look at what I've got in my back.
Hands won't hurt.
It's like a paintball gun.
The
Was
well.
It's
body
like,
armor a
oh,
thing in the
it's gonna
1920s?
leave a welt.
Was body armor a thing in the 20s? Can we get that too?
Yes, it's called a thick jacket.
Much.
Okay.
Can we go track down the gangs in New
Yeah,
York?
it's also only accurate to like 3 yards, so, you know, Derringer.
Okay. So you guys are. What time is it? What time are you guys heading over?
Yeah.
Not the same.
Get
We
there,
should do it at noon for the sake of westerns.
Noon? Okay. Noon in Harlem. High noon in Harlem.
Good idea.
That's Wild West, right? Harlem.
It's about to become.
Pull up in your news.
It's about to become the Wild West.